Hey guys, how's it going? Pete Mercer here. So, full push workout, starting with flat bench press. Obviously I'm using my new bench rack and bench here so I can get a greater range of motion and more stress on the chest throughout the entire movement. So that felt a bit different, it was a bit harder to get through the sets using this, but again, something just to get used to. Still focusing on keeping the back nice and straight and shoulders packed and getting a good stretch on the chest. Okay, after this, moving on to flat dumbbell flies. Again, got an extra range of motion here. Find the dumbbell movements are a lot harder to get through than the barbell with the difference here. So something to keep in mind. It was kind of hard to get through these sets, but something I can think about while progressing in the future. Same as before, trying to get good stretch. You can go a bit below parallel with the ground, but you really don't want to go too far and open yourself up for injury. But again, it is nice to have that bigger stretch to go through. Final chest exercise here, incline barbell bench. I find it a big difference in having a proper bench to put in an incline as opposed to using a computer chair or a board or something to get the angle there. Definitely feel a lot more support and can really focus on contracting the chest throughout the movement, and this felt really good, so it did. Right, moving on to shoulders with overhead press. The last time I did this, the bar didn't really hit horizontal at the top of the movement, so tried to really focus on keeping the arms in the same place. Kind of hard when you can't see upwards, and also trying to drive the torso forwards when the bar goes up and keep everything pretty much vertical for the entire movement, and still getting a good squeeze of the shoulder. So definitely one to work on. Right, next is seated Arnold Press. I find when you've got your bench upright in the seated position, very hard to get the back straight against that, so I've moved a little bit forward leaning at a very slight incline, but still pretty much all the tension going onto the shoulders, and really just focusing on a good squeeze there at the top of the movement, and also trying to ground the feet to the floor and not let that move much. Right, next for triceps, starting with close grip bench press. Something I find whenever I do tricep movements is I tend to do them a bit more hit style and put a pretty explosive positive and a bit of a slower negative. I'm not sure why I do it, it's just the way it feels good for me to do it. So there you go, and this one trying to focus more on the triceps than the chest. So this was pretty good. Alright, last exercise, going with French press or skull crushers. Trying to keep my arm pretty much perpendicular to the floor, just moving the elbows, trying to keep all the tension on the triceps, and doing this with a pretty close grip. So yeah, everything went pretty well today, felt really good, had a great pump at the end of it, which secondary to the contraction, but whatever, it's nice to feel. So that's what I pushed out. Thanks for watching. I'm Pete Mercer. Take it easy.